Hey guys, Crazy here, back into Borderlands with a brand new video, and today let's go over the brand new Broken Hearts event for the Valentine's Day. This includes a ton of changes that have been added with the new patch. It contains two new weapons that are quite powerful, and of course in this video I'm going to show you how to make the most out of this event to level up the fastest, to get the best gear possible, and even better, to get the best possible versions of the new items that have been added with this event. But before jumping in with the video, I'm doing another giveaway for a 2020 game. Last month, one of you lucky guys got a free copy of Ark Survival Evolved, but of course you can choose the game from the list and go with other games if that is what you want. So definitely make sure you check out the links down below, and also a huge thanks to Instant Gaming once more for helping me set these up. Let's start with a thing that many of you probably overlooked, especially if you got a chance to already play the game. Just go ahead and check out your Guardian rank, because most probably it's disabled by default. This is something that Gearbox has done with the new update, so new players, when they freshly log in the game in the new update, they will have their Guardian ranks disabled by default, but you can go in and pretty much re-enable it along with all of their perks over there. So this is part of a new update. You can disable it and re-enable it at any time, at any given point, so you don't have to benefit from those perks for whatever reason. But you can also individually disable these perks. You can disable them one by one or any combination of them, so you have this possibility starting with the update that just dropped yesterday. Now, for those who didn't get a chance yet to level to 53, which is something that shouldn't take you more than like 20 or 30 minutes, there are a few methods that you can use in order to level up very fast, though there are a few ones that I'm going to recommend over the other ones. The simplest of them all is to simply go in and farm any of the bosses in the game, the ones that you find the easiest. Go in and they will give you a lot of XP. In my case, I find the easiest to farm Grave Ward or maybe even Freddy in the Handsome Jackpot. Both of these are really close to your spawn point. Both of them, provide a ton of XP. They also provide a ton of loot, so this can be very useful. But my recommendation is to actually go in and start leveling in the Slaughter Shaft or in the Melee 1 Takedown, or for example in the Slaughter 3000 Arena. Any of these can work, but my preferred way, and the one that I found to be the best, is the Slaughter Shaft, for mainly two reasons. First, because there's a huge number of enemies, so of course you will get a ton of XP and loot from them, which is going to be very beneficial. But second of all, because they also spawn these hearts associated with the new Valentine's Day event. So what you can do in this case is kinda shoot two birds with one stone, as in both level to 53 as well as completing part of the challenges at the same time. In my case, I was able to reach level 53 in the Slaughter Shaft with my Amara, and by the time I reached that level I was already like 80% done with most of the challenges associated with the new event. So all I had to do left was to go in and complete another Slaughter Shaft or do another Melee 1 Takedown, and I was already done with that event, which was super easy and very fast to do, since it doesn't require you to take that many hearts. Now, if otherwise you want to go in and do the leveling process in the Melee 1 Takedown, you can definitely go in and do that, since it's also quite rewarding. In my case, on my Moze, which is also level 53 now, I activated the ultimate Vault Hunter mode in the Melee 1 Takedown, which was more than soloable. It was pretty much how it was on day one, when the Melee 1 Takedown didn't scale to less than 4 people, but even in this case I was able to complete it, and by the time I reached and even defeated Wu-Tan, I reached level 53 and also was quite close to being done with all of the challenges for the Valentine's event. So any of these two routes can work, but of course ultimate Vault Hunter mode Melee 1 Takedown is going to be way more difficult compared to the Slaughter Shaft, so just keep that in mind. Now, I was talking about the new events and of course the new rewards, and you will get 5 tiers of each of these rewards. For the first tier you will get a new Echo skin, for the second one you will get a weapon trinket, third one is gonna be the first weapon that you can get, which is the Terminal Polyamorous. This is the new SMG added, the new Melee 1 SMG added with the new event. The fourth one is going to be the Vault Hunter skin, the Heartbreaker Vault Hunter skin, and the final one is going to be the new legendary Jacob's sniper rifle called Wedding Invitation, which is arguably the better of the two guns and definitely something that can work with many builds. I'm going to go over this in just a little bit, but I hope you didn't claim any of these rewards yet. because you can actually do something really cool with these and reclaim these weapons until you get them with the proper stats and with the proper anointed effect. So in this case, my recommendation is to just completely finish the entire event without ever claiming any of these 5 chests. So just do all of these achievements over there, all of the challenges, until everything is filled and you have all of these 5 available chests claimable. Go into your save file location and make a backup of your current save. If you're on the PC version of the game, simply like archive it with WinRAR or 7-zip and keep it over there. Meanwhile, if you're using like a PS4 or an Xbox version, you can go in, use an USB stick and back up your save copies on that USB stick so that you can go back to it and reclaim all of these rewards over and over again. So the process from here, once you got the backup set up, is pretty simple. Go in, place it into your game, into your save file location, and log in into your character. My suggestion is to probably change the number of that save file. For example, if it's number 5 in your save folder, maybe change it to an unoccupied slot like number 6, which was my case. So in this case, I went in, just logged into this save file, reclaimed the 3rd and the 5th chest, which would give me the new weapons, and I kept doing this again and again until I got the ones with the proper anointed effects. And once you do find the weapons with the proper anointed effects on them, you can go into your bank, place them over there, go back into your main menu, delete the save file, re-put it back into its save folder, and repeat the same process again until you get the ones with the proper anointed effects. In my case, I was looking for something that gives me bonus damage on face cast or face slam for my Amara builds. Anyway, once you reach level 53, chances are that a lot of the old gear that was only level 50 is not going to be that great, but contrary to popular belief, some of the items can still be kept. So if you have a legendary level 50 that had god rolls on it, like some really powerful anointed effects that you really wanted, or some really powerful stats, you can still keep them because they are still very usable even on Mayhem 4 at level 53. As a matter of fact, my builds right now still use the same level 50 gear, even though I am level 53, and they are still usable in all of the content in the game. They are just, you know, slightly less powerful since there's a slight difference in stats over there. But you can definitely go in and continue with the same gear that you always had. For everything else that is not god roll, I believe that it's safe to just go in and clear your bank, and this is also going to make things easier for you to sort out your new gear, go in and hunt again. And personally, I love the fact that they have increased the level to 53, since now I can go in and pretty much clear my bank. Anyway, the one thing that is left for me to mention is the fact that if you go in the slaughter shaft, in like the cistern of slaughter, or any of the arenas where a lot of enemies spawn, chances are that you might have seen some of these ghosts, the ones associated with the Halloween event, reappearing once more. And that is actually not a bug, at the very least not at the time of making this video. I believe that this is intended, and many of these hearts, once you shoot them, do have a rather small chance of actually spawning not just one of these ghosts but multiple at the same time. At one point I even saw it spawning 3 legendary ghosts at the same time, and all of them pretty much spawned legendary loot once I shot them. So some pretty rewarding patch, I'm not gonna lie. This is probably the most rewarding patch that we got in a while, well outside of the one with the guaranteed chest legendaries, but this is like the top one that we got in quite some time at this point. So definitely go in, farm a lot of these, and the bonus is the fact that you can still drop items that could only drop during the Halloween event. So you can go in and, for example, farm a ghost call in case you didn't get a chance to get one of these. Also, the fearmonger and other weapons and items associated with the Halloween event can also drop during this patch. I'm not sure if Gearbox is gonna fix this. Hopefully it's not gonna be the case, though the one thing that I'm not so sure about is if any of these weapons also drop with the Halloween Terrified Anointed effect. So far I wasn't able to find any of these, so my assumption right now is that these Terrified effects aren't gonna be available even on the items that are associated with the Halloween event. That's probably only going to happen during Halloween. Anyway, on a final note, and before finishing this video, if you don't want to deal with any of these hearts with this event that is currently going on, you can go in and disable it from the main menu. So once you log into the game and you press play, you will see that now there is an option to completely disable the current event. And not just this is also going to be the case whatever other events are going to drop in the future. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.